The law is a shadow, not of justice, but of power. It does not protect you, it binds you. These words, spoken by a revolutionary long forgotten, hang heavy in the air today. Once, the law was a covenant, a sacred pact between free souls rooted in the unbroken truth of natural law, the idea that you are born sovereign, that your rights are woven into the fabric of existence itself. But somewhere along the way, that covenant was burned. In its ashes grew something colder, darker, a system not of protection, but of control. Let me ask you, what is the law now? It is no longer a shield, it is a labyrinth, a maze of statutes, licenses, fines, and fees, a web spun to harvest your energy, your labor, your very life. Every parking ticket, every tax form, every court summons, these are not accidents. They are the gears of a machine engineered to turn you into fuel. How did we get here? Let me show you. Centuries ago, law was common law, a living, breathing agreement among neighbors. It existed to resolve disputes, to keep the peace. But peace is not profitable, and so piece by piece common law was dismantled. Wars bankrupted nations. Fear of terror justified surveillance. The climate agenda became a Trojan horse for control. Legislation replaced liberty. Public policy became a weapon. Today, over 90% of all laws are not laws at all. They're contracts. Rules written by corporations for corporations. And you are the collateral. Do you feel it? The weight of invisible chains, the gnawing sense that something is wrong? Let me tell you a story about the greatest heist in history, a story of stolen souls. The day you were born, a crime occurred, a silent, bloodless crime. Your mother, exhausted, hopeful, signed a birth certificate. She did not know, nor could she know, that this document was not the record of new life, but the transfer of property to a new owner. Your name, written in ink, became a corporate fiction, a straw man, a hollow vessel created to hold your energy, your future labor, your value. This straw man was placed into an international trust, a secret ledger. Its value? Calculated the day you were born. Your parents' jobs, your birthplace, even your potential, all factored into a bond traded on hidden markets. By the time you turned 21, that bond had grown, millions perhaps. But none of it was yours. You became a tenant in your own life, a debtor to the whole damn system. Why? Because the world is not run by nations, it is run by corporations. The United States, a shell company, bankrupt since 1933. The United Kingdom, a franchise. Search the SEC database. Follow the money. You'll find no countries, only subsidiaries and limited liability. And all of it is bound by the Uniform Commercial Code, the modern lex mercatoria or law merchant, a system where every interaction is a contract. But here's the fatal flaw. A living soul cannot contract with a corporation, and fraud, if noticed, unwinds everything. So they gave you a twin, a straw man, a legal fiction to play your part in the game of commerce. You play two roles in this game. First, you are the creditor, your creativity, your labor. These are the assets that back the system's currency. Every dollar, every pound is a promissory note against your future and God-given creative ability. Second, you are the debtor. Taxes, fines, mortgages, student loans. The system creates credit and lends it as debt made from your own energy, then charges interest. It is a closed loop, a snake eating its tail, and you are the tail. But why do we comply? Because we are never told the truth. Because the cage has no visible bars. Because the pain of questioning, the fear of what we might find, paralyzes us. Let me be clear, fraud unravels everything. The system depends on your ignorance, on your belief that the straw man is you. But it is not. You are flesh and blood, a soul. The straw man is a puppet, a character in a play you never agreed to star in. And here's the secret. You can reclaim it. The law, the true law, demands balance. For every trespass, a remedy. For every fraud, an escape. At age 7, you can challenge the trust. At 14, you can sever the bond. By 21, the choice is made for you, unless you awake, unless you see the puppet strings. This is not theory, it is history. In 1666, the Great Fire of London birthed the strawman system. In 1933, the U.S. bankruptcy cemented your role as collateral. But history is not fate. This is not a fight for the timid. The system will rage. Judges will scoff. Friends will smirk. But every crack in the wall weakens the dam. You are not powerless. You are the remedy. Your birth certificate is not a chain. It is a key. The strawman is not your master. It is a mask, one you can remove, one you can use to your advantage. If no action is taken, when you die, the state will auction your strawman. Your energy, harvested for decades, will fund the next generation of cages and build out the system unless you stop them. The door is open. The choice is yours. Will you remain a scarecrow, hollow, rattling in the wind? Or will you step into the light and stand in your power? Thank you for watching. If you found this content valuable, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, follow and share the channel to spread this information far and wide. You can find out more in the book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Great Awakening. Follow the link on the channel to get your copy. We are who we've been waiting for. It is time to rise.